starving artist. Blonde 12-year-old with full
Holy
makeup
shit.
and doing patron stuff.
Oh, like patron stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you guys spray paint, right? Do you feel like the the pisai also becomes the color of the spray paint?
LGBT. Pride Month, let's go.
Please. As an older person, you have more health problems.
So seeing you have been like on and off making your own costumes, right? As a full-time content creator, do you think it's very difficult to catch up to maybe like someone who perhaps purchase their costumes online because they can churn it out so much faster, right?
It's definitely like that's how it is now. Especially like there is a lot more full-timers also.
Oh yeah.
I think especially after COVID, everyone
like did content creation full-time because COVID was like, I guess, the trial run. Because they're stuck at home and then some of them they just
it's a little sad, but I guess it's just how things work in general, not only in cosplay circle. You find the fastest way of making things work, and like things come and go very quickly as well. The trends change very quickly.
Especially with TikTok, every week there's like a new trend. Yeah.
It's am I sad and salty as a crafter? Yes, I am. But as a full-time cosplayer, I understand this is how it works. So it's like a debate between me and myself. It's not something that I think it's a problem. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I guess with people like some of them might not also have the skill to make their costumes, right? So they find their most effective ways of putting a cosplay together. Yeah. But do you think like this has become your strength because you are someone who can make your costumes among this sea of cosplayers who purchase their costumes online?
I do think to a certain extent, yes. Like there is a crowd of people that is still with the mindset of like, if you don't make your costume, you are not a cosplayer. Even the non-cosplayers, they might think that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there is always the compliment I see very often is that like, your costume very nice, your skills very good, but also like, this is how true cosplayers are supposed to be. Not that I think that's supposed to be the case, but I do know that, then it means I can attract these kind of people. It's a torn thing. I don't agree with what they say. But at the same time, this is like, what's going to benefit
there's people
me
appreciating your craft.
Like, it's me appreciating my craft doesn't mean you have to put down other cosplayers. But as a business, it's good for me. Yeah. So I don't know how to feel about it.
Mixed feelings, I guess.
Yeah.
I think because like you still enjoy the hobby and enjoy cosplay as a hobby itself a lot, but because you're also doing it as a full-time job. So I think that's where the confliction stems from.
Yeah, that's also true. Like to begin with, I think I do separate the cosplayer and crafter identity. To me, it's a two separate thing. Like I do have two separate accounts for it as well.
Oh, okay. So like one for your crafting work.
As well. Then the crafting work side, I don't see it as something I have to push. But then like the cosplay side, I'm like, yes, social media, followers. So it's two very separate things.
That's interesting.
It's good that you know how to separate it also though. So like I guess you can still find like your own personal joy somewhere.
Yeah, you don't feel the pressure that you need to constantly craft and like meet demands or like whatever expectations, right?
Like having fun from the crafting side is also quite important. If not, if you're only dressing up and especially even if you do like every single character you cosplay, sometimes when it comes to working, you have to cosplay characters you're not that attached to, right? But even if you do like every single character you like, when you're churning out so many and costing so many, how do you not
how
feel
do you
like
spark joy?
you know how like actors they get into a character and then they stick with that character for a while before they move on to the next one. It's very hard to flip around. Then like it's easy to you're like, okay, you know what, for me to look like the character, I guess I have to cut myself out. So you kind of objectify yourself. You know, at the end of the day, you're the one that's dressing up. So it's
I'll say that while maybe there's like some stressful factor and then like crafting itself brings back the joy to you. So there is a balance there.
Well, now that it's a job, it's just two different types of stress.
Oh
These stresses in life.
Companies, please give me more time. They give me 2-week timelines or 3 weeks timeline. That's a little too short. I know 2 weeks sounds like a long time, but please give me more time. I have other things I need to do before I can start making a cosplay.
Show most of the things. Please keep
I can't imagine you have to like, you know, get all the resources, then churn out the costume.
Yeah, actually it's that hard.
Deliver the deliverables too, right? Like within 2 weeks, that's a bit crazy.
It's very hard. Like when I was a student, I could do it, no problem, because it was just you make that one costume and that's it. But now with bills to pay, you have to make sure you do your other jobs, right?
Yeah, like maintaining your Patreon or creating merchandise or that. Like, how do you split all this time up? Yeah,
more than often also like you have to one man show a lot of things. Yeah, so
I think as you grow older, you have a lot more commitments as well.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
as an older person, you have more health problems. Do you go to the dentist without your school driving the bus to you?
oh my god, that is true.
And then like I have pets. I think most people would as you age, you feel like you can pick up the responsibility. You have pets, you know, these kind of things.
The rabbits.
Yeah.
Rabbits.
All these things are gonna take time.
But you will only always have 24 hours a day.
Yes, but as life goes on, you will have more things you want to put into your life because you see more stuff as you age.
That's true.
And I hope like any like friends or clients out there, please give more time, please. I think my worst one was they gave me 1 day to make a whole video. I didn't have to cosplay. But it was like the brief came in and I was like, oh shit, I need to film a video today as the brief comes in, and then tomorrow I need to submit something.
Wait, how long was the video? If it's like 10 seconds and it pays
1
well.
minute.
Jesus.
And the pay was okay, like could have been better, but I just took it because I was passionate. The things we do, right? Sometimes it's quite crazy.
Is it passion or is it money? You'll
I
never
think money
know.
is always like a driving force, right? Because I mean, it's the thing that keeps you going. Because if you have passion, you have no money, you can't do shit.
If you have money, you can use that money, then you can chase your passion.
That's true. Oh yeah, wise words.
Yeah.
So it's always a balance, money and passion. And how do you balance?
It's so hard. That's
so hard.
That's so hard.
That's a rough, guys. I think we are at that age where we are growing into like, I mean, I would say we are already in adulthood, but we are going more and more.
We're figuring out.
Yeah, there's more and more responsibilities and things, you know, that take time outside of cosplay, like you said.
I don't think I'll figure it out ever.
I don't think I will.
But that's
I don't
okay.
think no one ever figures it out.
I still feel like a baby.
Yay, baby!
What's adulthood? I don't know.
Oh, cosplay, I dress up as characters.
Still playing dress up.
If you think about it, maybe cosplaying is like such an amazing job, right? It was like for every kid out there to play dress up and earn money. That's like quite crazy.
Yeah,
right.
It's actually like crazy dream.
Yeah, crazy dream.
And she got it.
Yeah, she got it. Yay!
It's a hang on for dear life kind of thing. Starving artist.
I think we all go through the phase.
And like I think it's also cause how to say it, like it's like a freelance thing also. So
Yeah, sometimes there's jobs and you know the income is fluctuating.
Yeah.
So I guess for some people they don't like the insecurity of it or they cannot take the risk. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm glad that I don't have other commitments. Like I didn't have school loans, so that was a very big part that I didn't have to worry about.
No debt.
No debt.
but you still have to put in a lot of hard work for your
to
job
make it
and
like
everything.
sustainable.
I mean, I did have a full-time job for a while, and then like with savings, and I was like, okay, let me try now. And then it was just nice COVID, so it worked out.
That's great. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, it worked out. I'm just gonna have fun while I can, and then if I have to, you'll see me.
Doing side gigs.
Yeah, I used to do Grab food.
Oh, really?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I still occasionally can do it because I still have my account and I have my bike now.
Yeah.
It's actually quite fun.
Oh my
You just get to like ride around, right?
Yeah, and then like there's like a few particular shops always have a lot of orders. Then it's like, okay, this shop very young. should be
now you know.
yum.
If you
Can
need
go
food
try.
recommendations, you know who
Ask
to
the Grab
find.
drivers.
Okay, then I guess now we move into more of like crafting for competition. So like there's always a debate, right, where a lot of people are unsatisfied about how winners are selected. Do you think there's a better way that can be avoided or better way that it can be planned? So because right now a lot of competitions they're like, oh, come in your cosplay, we will choose 3 winners.
Yeah, I think The problem is that Singapore, our competition scene is really, really tiny.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, we don't even have WCS, World Cosplay Summit anymore, for many reasons, but we just don't have it. I know in other countries they have different levels when it comes to competition. Even so, they separate the
category,
more, the crosswalk part and also the self-made part.
Okay.
So if you're just here to like, it doesn't matter if you made a costume, you look good in your costume, you might win.
Yeah, it's just
Doesn't
like
matter.
a showcase.
Yeah, and then there's the side where it comes, you have to make your own costume. So they separate this part. And if you've won before, you're not allowed to join the newbie tier. There's something along that line, but it's very hard to register everyone into the database. So then with Singapore scene being so small, there's no benefits to the events running all these competition with so much logistics.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
Like, well, all these categories can help better classify cosplayers to make it more fair. It might not make sense for organizers.
Then I know at some point we did have a lot more judge the costume before the crosswalk kind of competitions as well. But
that's not really. It's like everyone just take turns going on stage doing some poses.
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
So there was a bit more of those, you judge the costume before they go onto stage, and then the judges, they usually come to the backstage and then they look at costume and that's about it. Then, but I think there's another problem, which is that a lot of our cosplay guests are not qualified to
make
be
their own costumes. So it's hard for them to tell what is a good craftsmanship.
Then can a person who doesn't make that costume tell if this costume is made or bought? A lot of the conversations with the judges I met, that's also like crafters. Well, this one made or bought, then we can both agree whether it's made or crafted. You can tell, but it's just not
like whether you're in a position to comment on someone who has spent so much time on their work, right?
Even if they can tell, right? It's just, it doesn't match up to what they are packaged as. Like a lot of our guests are good cosplayers. They look good in photos. They know how to present the characters, but not necessarily making costumes. It's very different skill set. And it's just a bit unfair to make people judge those things that you're not.
Don't have.
It is like not their niche, and then they are there judging it.
But then people who make their costumes are not valued as a guest. Maybe in certain countries like Indonesia, I think they do.
They sometimes bring crafters into
they do.
Judge.
Then they have a separate list of guests, like the guest stars and then like guest judge.
Okay.
So that's a two different thing. But then the guest judges are usually, at least the ones I met were all locals. Then you don't get to share the skills between the different countries because different countries have different skills, different tips and tricks.
Different materials they work with.
Like if you see a lot of vinyl wrapped weapons, it's probably from Thailand. This kind of stuff.
I remember like what Hikarin said the last time, because like in the States, their events, you actually have to send in your portfolio to
to justify whether you
justify. So I think
contribute.
maybe that's how they see whether you are like eligible to be a guest. So like maybe under your portfolio you say that you're a crafter, and then you have all your passwords and examples. So I feel like maybe they are more selective rather than what we have here, because
usually Southeast Asia events, they just look at following or like how relevant you are at the current moment.
And how relevant you are.
I do think it's just because outside the crafting scene is just not big enough.
Yeah, I mean Singapore, there are crafters, but I feel like even in other countries in Southeast Asia, there are more crafters.
The crafters, but also they're not that competitive.
True. Yeah.
I think the in the States they are much more.
The quality of work is crazy.
They have whole garages, a whole wall of like power tools.
I always see those. I'm like, wow, that's a dream workshop, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I guess for them it's like they have their own garage. And in Singapore, it's like I'm gonna buy a HDB for like
Avoid there.
I don't know. Yeah.
A lot of their garage is the size of some of our houses.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Space constraint, cannot blame us. So
like their factory standard too, so to like just to make costumes and props.
it's much easier for them to buy raw materials as well. Like wood panels, you want to find it here.
Yeah,
it's
over there
pretty
they
damn
can
hard.
get a lot. Do you think competitions or like events can do better to like select the right guesses, or just even categorizing their competitions properly.
I
To
think
make things more fair for everyone.
from a cosplayer's perspective, I wish that they could separate the normal crosswalks and also the crafting side, because there are still crafters, especially the younger ones.
I also feel like it's important to recognize that armor cosplays are great, but fabric cosplay has its own challenges. Because oftentimes we see like, someone in armor, they automatically win, right? But maybe someone has constructed a really well done, like sewn outfit, but they do not get the recognition because maybe it just doesn't stand out as much as an armored cosplay.
Then it's honestly a costume choice problem.
Costume choice.
As a judge, that's gonna be what I would
like
say.
if you would want to bring your like most extravagant costume.
I think one of the winners that I picked before from an Australia event was a girl who made a formal, I think was a Miku dress.
Oh.
So like there's a lot of strawberries, and each strawberry she
I know which
yeah.
outfit you're talking about.
So like that's a lot of effort. So like she won something.
Yeah. A lot of like details, I would say.
Then most of the sewn one are it's hard to do when you're making it. When you're sewing it, it's a lot of struggle. But yeah.
Different struggles.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
So
Really
I know there are some events that also separates like the armor and the sewing ones, but it's just our student is just not big enough for that. So the minimum we can do is separate the non-self-made and the self-made.
Casual one and the self-made one.
But then from like the event perspective, like at the end of the day, our event organizers, most of them are like companies. They have to pay their employees. They have to pay.
Having two segments might, I don't know, be more challenging in terms of resources also.
Like, is it worth it? And like,
I guess you need two separate prices also, right? If you think about it. Yeah.
Our price pool are like quite crappy. I mean, could be more generous, you know. It's not that. I think our influencer scene is a bit strong here. If that makes any sense. So like back then, if you win something, then like back then on TV, like the champion of this hot dog eating competition, then you get an interview. But like now everyone will just.
That time I joined a cosplay competition and did a skit. I won $50 and some.
And then you still have to share with your friend.
Still with my friends. I just brought back like 20 plus. But I was happy. I was like, yay!
The recognition is good. The recognition is good.
Yeah, just like a for fun thing. So.
But like in Singapore, like everything's so fast paced. Even like 14-year-olds are trying their best to work and earn money and start early in their savings.
A prize pool of a few hundred might not even be attractive enough, right?
Then you might as well just make costume in your own room and take it chill, right? So like I guess that's partially why it's not so competitive. Then I know a few like locals, they join like the online international competitions. They do have fun, and I think they do learn much more than if they competed here, because everyone have like, you wonder how someone made that costume, how someone stood in those crazy shoes, and then you talk to each other in the waiting room, and that's how you pick up new skills. So Singapore, it's I sold this piece and this piece and this piece.
Yeah,
it's all pretty basic because we only have basic tools here.
Makes sense. Like we do not have access to like crazy.
I think most of the people I know that sews their costume don't even have an overlocker.
Oh,
we just use the zigzag.
The zigzag function of the
space. If you have space for two machines on the table, you probably from a rich family.
Oh no, I don't have an overlocker and a sewing machine, but I'm not rich.
Do you have overlocker?
I don't even sew my shit that often.
I don't even know what's that.
But like, I think to save space.
Because I guess the good thing about it is nowadays they have like the more portable versions of the machine, right? Although it does not have that many like functions, or it's not as strong.
Does it cut? Then does it run fast enough?
No.
Is it better than the zigzag?
It does help you like slice off the edges, so it's still much better.
But
than
like
zigzag.
even like sewing machines would have many different food, right?
Yeah.
So it comes with like the overlocking food as well.
Wait, what? You mean there's such thing?
Yeah, then it comes with the scissor thing. Then it cuts off. But it's
the
just
overlock machine also.
if you have the space to move around different stations, then it's good. But
because now it's like one table, then you use this and you move. It gets a bit annoying.
If you're less of a hoarder than I am, I have like materials I bought like 10 years ago and then I still
I
have
used
it
to
now.
do that when I make a lot of costumes.
And then you con my read.
Then they become like moldy or shit. I will always hoard like those ribbons or that because you never know which costume has like maybe a PVC gold strip.
Yeah.
I'll buy that stuff and then the PVC start flicking.
Oh yeah, oh my god, PVC baby.
Pass away.
Bro, the Uhu Blue user here did not understand whatever you were saying.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, so many things. Blades, like, can cut the fabric.
There's a lot of tools that help you with sewing. Even like sewing machine footer, there's those that help you do the roll. So you don't have to manually fold that shit. The machine folds it for
Oh my
you.
god, I
So-
used to manually fold. Then I get damn frustrated when like you fold halfway, then
seam
it sew out. It sew out of the fold, so like nicely fold, then suddenly the fold come out one, and then fold again.
These now are really much better than the older ones.
But
They
it's
don't
not
use jam as
expensive.
much.
Like the machine.
How's
Mine's 100, almost 200.
the portable kind?
No, it's like a brother.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, the brother like entry level one.
Ah.
Yeah. Then it's I know like there's some people use the table one with the really old school, the spinny.
The spinny, then you need to swing the leg.
Yeah. So like I know one person that used that before. For me, I used the older one before where you had to pull out the whole the thing sideways mechanic, the mechanic shit
I see.
inside, and then you change the bottom string. And then my new one is just a top, like a
So
top
it's
drawer
like,
one.
and then like the circle that you put in
Yeah,
at the bottom.
Yeah.
The poppy.
It gets I think now we got a new one again.
Oh, new one.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
It gets much more easier. So if just sewing, it's good. Small prop, also good.
I
Big
used
problem.
the industrial singer machine.
Ah.
So the big ass one, then the bobby is under the table. Then you need to like. Yeah. Then when your needle breaks, you're like, oh my god, where did he go? But yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
I find industrial machine a lot stronger when it comes to certain fabrics. It helps you penetrate the fabric and get the shit out.
It does.
Yeah, like when I was using my like portable, I was using a Viking model one.
The rubber one?
No, it was like one of those that you can buy at Cots for discounted price. I started with that and every time I sewed something, the fabric just got stuck. Oh, and then I have to tear it, but then I was like, oh man, I broke my costume.
It does happen.
It happens. But yeah.
Frustrating.
Or like the string just jams or breaks.
At least get a good-ish
decent machine will
Doesn't have to
save
be
your
like
life.
an industrial. How much was yours?
The industrial one, I got directly from a supplier, 1.8k. I needed it for my other outside cosplay commitments. So, yeah.
I see. Okay, so 1.8 is okay. It's good for heavy duty. If you want a full-on commit, $200,
I think
good.
a $200 is good enough.
Yeah.
My brother's machine is very accessible. You can just get one.
It's just like if you want to sew like 5 layers of like the jeans
Oh,
material,
shit,
stuff like that, then you can't. Then
Denim,
you need
denim.
denim.
Fuck.
But usually it
But they
doesn't
have
get
the
that.
thicker needle, ma. That helps with denim.
But the machine itself, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have
the
the-
motor doesn't.
The
isn't
horsepower.
strong. It was just
Yeah, shit.
Like you get stuck in the fabric, it's just like don't move, right?
yeah. So yeah, it's I think for most cases, $200 more than enough.
200 good enough.
Yeah, I know the more simpler ones with lesser the thread type is like maybe 100 plus also.
Oh, that's cheap.
Nowadays I'm a lot
But you
more.
want the buttonhole stitch,
They have like basic like 12 stitches.
I like the funny ones, then you can play with it. But industrial is just a straight line. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all the
It's like the-
TikTok that you
the-
see them sewing all the bags.
Oh my god, yeah, it can go that fast, you know.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the industrial machine has a toggle for you to choose your speed, right? So there's a turtle icon and like, I think a running rabbit icon.
Whoa.
So if you go that fast, it just zoop.
Oh wow.
Done. And you can actually sew through your fingers if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Because it's industrial, man.
Oh, that's
It's like, it's very fast.
I sew through my nails. Just my nails. Like so it's like long enough. So it's
The
like,
footer doesn't protect your nail.
well, sometimes you're holding the fabric the wrong way.
Oh, user error.
User error.
But like
zero.
either way, small machines are also very dangerous already.
Oh yeah, true. Don't they have like the stapler one that you can
Oh, that one
sew on
didn't
the
work
go?
for me.
It doesn't work. I just thought it would. It probably makes sense if you're like on the go, you're going to an event, something break, then you just staple the thing. But I never used it before.
Me neither. I heard it doesn't work.
I'd rather just hand sew.
I guess
There's a-
I realized something. Like another reason why we have lesser crafter now is probably because our new cosplayers are getting younger and younger.
Oh yeah, they start
Then
at
they
younger age,
don't.
no?
Like it's they start at the age where like
Primary school.
scissors are dangerous, you know.
But then how they wear their contact lens or draw eyeliner, I think that's equally dangerous because you might stab your eyeballs. Yeah, that's so interesting now that you raise it.
Because like we have 12-year-olds starting to do pictures.
I started when I was 11 years old. No, not 11.
No, like,
13,
as in
13,
like
yeah.
full-on 12-year-old with full
Holy
makeup
shit.
and doing patron stuff.
Like patron stuff.
Yeah, so like I have a few photographer friends that
Do
had
they
to
know what they
reject.
are doing?
I don't know.
Or is it because they see other cosplayers doing it? then they
It
do
might be the case.
Oh no, we are our generation bad example.
Young
No,
entrepreneurs.
but we all old. But then they,
true.
you know, nowadays the young people look so mature.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Yeah.
Or some of them look young, but they're older than you. Then you're like, wait.
Asians are weird.
It's so hard to guess someone's age, guys. Don't get scared. I don't date it.
Check their IC first.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh, but I find it very concerning when I see like younger cosplayers do like risque shoots. Because it's like, are you fully aware about, you know, the kind of target audience you have and how you're portraying yourself, right? Because a lot of things you put online, you can't really take back.
I'm more worried with who they are shooting.
Oh yeah.
Like if most of my friends would, my photographer friends would reject if it's a bit too revealing and it's a young person. Like it's not like 12, 15. It's like under 18, they will try their best to reject. Or like, do you want to try something else?
But then have changed.
We always have scare people at all.
Yeah, weird people are everywhere. I think we hit a few episodes that we talk about weird people. Yeah, but I think you have a point because all these, I guess younger cosplayers, they are probably also chasing trends, so they need the costume fast, right? There's no necessity to really sit down and spend time to learn like how to make a costume. They just buy a Genshin outfit and yay, yippee!
When I started, even when I was young, there was competition, so I will see people make their costume and join competition. But now we don't have that anymore, so
I think a lot of like the older cosplayers I hung out with, they were people who crafted their own costumes. So I always like receive tips from them. I'm like, I will try it.
and hang out with those.
And we sit at the void there and craft.
It's back in the good old days when WCS still existed.
Oh my god. Do you think it's true, Lord? They said every WCS pair that went, right? They come back and they'll part ways.
I think it's
It's called the WCS Curse.
hey, well, yeah. So far all the
I think so far all right. Okay.
Then me and my partner also we fell out for like a few years, and then this few years we were like we were young and stupid friends again.
I feel like all the people who competed together, maybe through the process of just preparing for it, or like, you know, you're under so much stress, you're rushing your costume, you have to prepare your ski, you have to do everything. Maybe there are like some things you can't agree on and you just follow project.
Let's just say being good
project management.
I mean the fact that you have to travel overseas together. Like even if it's with a good friend, because you guys have different habits on things.
Make or break your friendship.
Yeah, like some friends, you would see a conflict. At least I have a lot of conflict with whoever I travel with. First, more because I'm a very slow paced person.
Or like you're not someone who maybe, for example, itinerary strictly follow.
So it's like, to me, it's like why rush? You know. So I get conflict, and then just imagine that, and then like a person who is itinerary.
But how is it like to feel like, you know? I wanted to ask more about your experience representing Singapore. Because this is not something that everyone would go through or experience, right? It's such a unique thing to do.
It's
like you represent Singapore for cosplaying, like whoa.
it was fun. We met like the embassy person. And then I think it made it to like the news, and then everyone was joking about how the embassy person is cosplaying as a citizen. It's like, oh my god, best cosplay.
Singapore representing.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like on the Singapore side, it was a lot of the senpais that was like very proud of you, go have fun. Like I think everyone knew like with Singapore's level of skills, we aren't gonna do much when we're there, but they know the experience is gonna be good, so they are like, go focus, do your best and have a lot of fun. So within Singapore, it felt really proud, and then it felt like, yeah man, I'm good at what I do. But then once you go out there, right, you see like
a whole new world.
It's pretty damn crazy. You see things that you don't think you'll ever be able to make.
Oh my god.
And that gets you either excited or demoralized, depending on the day.
Yeah.
First day, exciting. Second day, demoralizing because I'm tired.
Oh, no. I think it's just beyond the costume at that point. It's how you put together a stage play, right? All the props used on stage, the effects that you can do. I see people use the rig ribbon for blood. That's the most creative shit ever.
But that's the thing that's been around forever.
That's true.
Yeah.
My favorite one is when they sync up to the projector.
Oh yeah.
Like Bankai or something in the projector.
That was the JoJo one where the guy was reacting and he echoed in the background.
It was so cool.
Like all these things takes a lot of practice. And if you like stage stuff, it's really fun. I suck at stage stuff, so like to me it was I focus on the crafting. I look
watch my stage and I want to pass away. My cartwheel.
And I was just a little fan. I was like, oh my god, Yosuke senpai doing a cartwheel.
I just wanted to try a cosplay competition, right? So with whatever knowledge I had with 3 years of cosplaying, I just went to whack. And I regretted it because it looked like shit, but it was a fun experience. Yeah. It was very cringe.
No, it's fine. I think even with a lot more experiences, sometimes you will have cringe moments.
Okay.
Like even the seasoned ones I meet right now, they're like, oh yeah, my last week performance damn cringe.
Oh no.
Like, they still talk about it because sometimes you just make some mistake here and there, even if it's not a mistake.
It's something
it looks cool.
Yeah. Like you work on it, that's like the bloodshed and tears, you know.
Sometimes,
The only stage thing I've ever done was like roaming around the event and then the guest picks you to go out.
Oh my god.
Alpha.
Should be the Alpha.
Yeah, and another
it's
one was
funny because you came full circle and at the next Alpha event you're picking people to go to the competition.
Oh my god, I did that. Oh my god. Boom! I did it twice. So the first one was like this event at the Funan. Matsuri, I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Funan Anime Matsuri.
It was really, really long ago.
When Funan was not renovated, it was that.
And then another time was at AFA. And like, you literally not prepared for anything. So all you can do is walk and pose. What's up, guys? I'm posing. Yeah.
And then you drop something and then you're like, do I pick it up? Do I go?
Oh my god, it was so scary. So I can understand why you don't really like to be like doing the performance stuff. Your brain just kind of blanks out.
Sometimes it's like just walking is a little bland.
They have to do
and then everyone else is
something.
doing backflips. So you're
Oh
like,
yeah. I've seen the performances. Big stress.
I think my batch, like my WCS batch, our 2 champions, we have like 3 winners and then two of the teams like did backflips.
Oh shit. They're actually stunned, like multi-stage because
Then they were like practicing backflips at the backstage.
with their wigs and stuff.
Yeah, with the armor and stuff.
With armor?
I think one of them had like a chest out. I don't know.
I wonder how long they trained for
How
that.
did they have the mobility?
I have
to do
no
it, though?
idea.
I can't even raise my arms right now. And I'm sitting down. Maybe they made their costumes in such a way that they can raise their arms.
Wow.
And then it's but then like we're judged based on accuracy as well. So that was very like you have to find so like this is a part of like cosplay crafting that unfortunately I think most Singaporeans will never get to experience fully.
Like to make something and go into a competition.
Like it's
or just make something actually. I don't know.
No, is it like the how skilled the other countries' representatives are? Yeah.
I think I would say like because I've guested at overseas event, I've seen the quality of works there.
Oh, what?
I go there and I'm like, damn, I'm a disgrace as a guest. Like, I make my own shit, but not on that level.
Sometimes you have to remember you're from overseas. You can only bring like a portable costume.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I tell myself.
Shit, man. Sometimes like for me, like because now I don't sew my costumes, I still try to make props here and there. I really like making like random props. Like the recent one I made was Clave suitcase. And those things are like, even that size is so hard to bring overseas, you know. And it's foam and it gets dented in your luggage, so you just don't bring it, right? So unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I thought your wig stuff are really nice though. Like I see you enjoy a lot, like the wig TikToks.
Yeah,
I think those are interesting.
I'm still a very crafty person, but I just don't have time to go and further my skills or further work on things. So with small things like wigs, a few hours, I can still commit. But if it's like sewing a costume, and because I make costume, I know how fucking long that takes. I want to cry. And unfortunately with my day job, it's a bit hard. Yeah. Before we wrap up this topic, Rithe, do you have any like cosplay crafting tips or words of encouragement for our viewers here?
I guess based on our conversation, I would say do it while you're young and have the time.
I agree. Last time I could sit on the floor and draft my costume pattern. Now I sit on the floor, I'm not doing anything. It hurts. Shit, I'm so old. You just sit on the floor and craft your shit last time. And you just hunch there for a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, do your back hurt a lot.
Actually, my back is okay. My back is quite.
Do you work on the floor or table nowadays?
Floor. I still work on the floor. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But it's my immunity towards like toxic fumes.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask you this question. Is spray paint fumes or hairspray fumes worse? I mean, they're both like smelly, right?
I mean, I do think spray paint is more smelly. I do start my whip, so I guess check back with me in 10 years and see if I'm more dumb from
No, but the funny thing about using spray paint is like for Singapore, we don't really have proper places to spray paint. We just squat at the void deck or the staircase, right? And you just
No, then you know what? Like sometimes you put your prop on the newspaper, then you spray, then you always get that one line of like.
No, the newspaper sticks to my prop.
Oh no!
Then my prop has newspaper on it.
Mine is like essay spray onto the wall, so there is like the newspaper cut line, and then there's a bit of spray paint there. That's like, oh shit, then I will run.
You know, there's a cosplayer where you live when you see all these spray paint. Because no one in their right mind will just squat at the staircase and spray their props. I still do it though. Yeah. Yours is in your studio workspace.
Also staircase.
Staircase best place.
I don't have the space to set up like a spray paint.
Yeah, just put newspaper and get it going.
Oh
my god, random thought. Like when you guys spray paint, right? Do you feel like the beside also becomes the color of the spray paint? Yeah. I was once spraying my Noctis sword, that shit was black and grey. When I dug my nose, it was black and grey.
You can, if you blow your nose immediately.
It comes out. So
you can see the particle.
Okay, then I guess with that in regard,
wear a mask.
Wear a mask, and spray paint fumes are worse than hairspray fumes. The mask is a shock.
But hairspray film,
it's
even if you
bad,
sleep in, you wouldn't feel it.
Why do you spray different color? Then every time you do different color, then you put your LGBT. Pride Month, let's go.
Never tried that. But I think you all just mix together and become black. You know?
Oh, that's true. I don't know. You dig first, you reset it.
Oh yeah. Okay, you can tell us now. We're going to spray paint something red, then orange.
I didn't even know it was changed color.
Also, you don't think your nose after you.
I mean, I probably did, but maybe I didn't spray enough.
You might be too close to the spray.
I think so too, because like you know the staircase landing is just that small box, right? Where else can you go to spray?
Honestly, I stopped using newspaper. I just hold it up and I spray. So it like then it's easier.
But your hand will become like.
Oh, you just try your best to spray it away, and then like you can wear gloves. It helps with not staining the floor. And then if the wind direction changes, you just
wind direction is a
if the wind if you spray then it goes right into your face, then it will make your nose change color. Yes,
you wind bending for the spray.
Yeah, you have to observe the weather, the wind conditions before you spray.
Guys, use her tips. If not, later your beside change color.
And I don't know if it will become rainbow, but you can let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Send us picture.
I don't want a picture of someone's booger.
No, it's not Instagram, you get one request. It's just
what if they really do the effort then the LGBT then got the it's the effort. I will take
a photo of your booger that is rainbow, I will post it.
You do a shout out.
Yeah, we'll do a shout out.
I will share it to my story as well.
And I guess with that we wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much, Rithe, for sharing with us.
Thank you.
About costume making, your processes and all that. Thank you. Like and subscribe, guys. Follow me too. Bye.